to the community challenges that we have. Are you ready, Briar? We've talked about identity. Let's talk about the challenges.
Okay, some of the things that we were discussing as a group was the community infighting, old guard versus new guard versus gay and lesbian and everyone against the trans group. There's way too much gatekeeping out there. We have seen so many divisions in our community, divisions of houses, divisions of people within clubs. It's not near as bad as some other communities, so I'm very thankful for that. I feel Dallas has done a very good job of not doing infighting between the groups. The gatekeeping shows up when you tell someone they do not belong. It doesn't matter what they're wearing, it doesn't matter any of that, but when you give the impression that someone does not belong in your space, that right there is just too much gatekeeping, and we need to welcome those folks. Traditions and protocols can guide us, but they were never meant to exclude. They were meant to connect and strengthen us as a community. Guarding knowledge is different from gatekeeping people. We can pass down what we know without shutting others out. And I feel that if we had more round tables like this going on very frequently, everyone can kind of learn and glean other information. Another issue we have is ageism. Ageism is just not about us old folks that's been around for a minute. It's also about the new and upcoming. You get told that you're too old to be here, to matter, to be attractive. Stereotypes are, for the older folks, are slow, irrelevant, resistant to change. And yeah, sometimes that's a challenge, but the more time you take with those of us who are resistant, I believe that we will become less resistant. Knowledge is power. For the younger folks, you don't know what you're talking about because you're too young, you've not been here long enough, you don't know. Being shut out of decision-making or dismissed as inexperienced is so wrong, because the newer generations is how we grow. And a lot of us do know that and foster that. Let's see. Other examples are other older activists are being dismissed as stuck in the past or out of touch with today's struggles, which is very true. A lot of us are struggling with all of the new words and the languages, and more of us need to pick up the younger mentors.
That's a great idea.
I just feel that I'm now at an age, almost 60, and there's so much that I miss, and when I mess up, I have to own that, but yet, I want to learn, I want to do better, and I want my community to do better as well. Armchair and keyboard warriors. I think we all know what those are. We have many. If we start to do more calling in instead of calling out, I believe our future is way brighter. When we call out, it's public critique and it shames folks. Let's go have a fucking conversation, for God's sakes. You know, if you've got an issue, let's talk about it. Let's not just sit back, get pissed, and throw it out there on Facebook, and then get the community in an uproar. It never ends well.
Amen.
Ask, do I want to punish or do I want to teach? When you're fixing to write something, what is the purpose? Many mean well, but don't have the right words yet. And I think that comes from both sides. Recognize effort before correcting. If you see somebody posting something against somebody else on Facebook, I urge you to private message that human and say, can we talk about this? Can we fix this before it goes out of control? Ask yourself, am I helping growth or proving I know more? These are some of the things that we want everyone to think about. If we all help each other instead of saying, oh, did you see what he did? Or did you see what she did? let's go say, hey, did you mean to do that? Did you mean to sound ugly? You know, words can help. Words can hinder. Choose which way you want to use them.